What's going on, boys? Dan M here, your favorite cheat investigator. Okay, boys, so before we get into anything, I'm just going to say a few things. Remember this hat, boys. Okay, just throughout the video, remember this hat. It's going to come in handy later. Boys, I have so much footage to go through. Not just from this Immortal stuff, but if you guys saw the Richard Lewis show, he was giving out some Sabrosa evidence. I have that, plus I have some more Sabrosa stuff he didn't go over that I think is very crucial to what's going on. You guys have sent me so many clips that I don't even know how I'm gonna get through all this. Like I need a personal assistant, boys. But anyways, boys, we're gonna get into some Immortal stuff right now. What the fuck is Battlefield 1? So boys, real quickly, I'm gonna talk about I'm not gonna get too deep into about the LAN right now as a whole. I'm going to save that for a later video. But boys, right now I'm just going to talk quickly about the security at the Northern Arena LAN hosted by Bell. What I will say quickly is that this was a good LAN, boys, and all the stuff I'm going to say now is me nitpicking about security issues that I think it should have been different. Okay, now, first of all, admin presence. Other than the very last game, there wasn't really much of an admin presence behind the players. And to be honest, it's not going to help anyways. If these guys are using something that's in their mouse, that's already on the computer, the admins aren't going to be able to see fucking anything. If you have to watch, you can't watch a player's screen and watch a player's hand on their mouse and keyboard at the same time. It doesn't work like that, boys. I tried. As you can see here, I'm front fucking row.
P90, he's hiding out. Will he detect him? He gets on the bomb. He's just sticking it. No one's peeking. He's gonna hold it. He might just hit it, but no, construct is hard. Out with tech trap and comes out hard with the ground rectifier.
It's always good to delay as long as possible. Sometimes someone will get off way too early and then they'll tap it again within 4 seconds. You just never have people, right? So always good to wait as long as possible. As long as you're aware of where the bomb is landing, so you don't have to adjust your aim and whip on a person. The second one, I can go off to a solid start, and even though that round came close because of that play that Duke made, they still lock it up. They put it on the board, and now it's 5-0.
Yeah, I mean, we still yet to see Immortals be able to put together like a nice full buy where you had everything that you would want to put up a good defense. So that's really helped. I know Fox had a lot. They won a lot of key rounds and they got a lot of damage.
Oh, it's impossible. I tried. Okay. So for security, boys, these guys do not watch the players hook up their gear. Okay. These guys plug in their own mouse, their own keyboard. I sat there and watched them download their own drivers off sharing websites, download whatever the fuck they want. I'm telling you, these guys, no security in that sense. They let them do whatever they want on their computers. Okay, boys, whatever they want. And as I said, the admins, even when they are sitting behind them, they can't really see much. And when they can see much, they're not really doing anything. I saw countless admins sitting on their fucking phones, looking down at their phones, not even watching. Honestly, so many times I saw this, okay? So, but again, like I said, the admins can't really see much. You can't watch a player's screen. Oh, if you see him doing a sketchy aim lock, what are you going to do? Look down at his mouse, see what he's doing? You can't look both at his mouse and at the screen at the same time. It's impossible. So the security here was not very good, boys. Not very good at all. So anyways, Immortals, okay? Obviously, I'm a North American. I'm Canadian. I'm going to be a Cloud9 fan, okay? But I would just like to tell you guys, when you go to an event like this, it makes you think about a lot of things, okay? I actually got a chance to talk with Zach from Immortals in California.
Yeah, we just moved now. Immortals gave us a new house. We used to sleep on the floor on our old house, and now we have a huge house near the beach. And
wow, that's sick, man. That's awesome. Bolts had his parents there. I saw him chatting with them before. So when you go to an event like this, boys, you don't want to believe they're cheating. When you see the love they have, how their parents are here with them, and you know that you see the smiles and stuff, boys, you really don't want to believe they're cheating, okay? You want to think everything is kosher. And when I was watching the finals, I was there to enjoy myself for the most part. When I was watching the Echo Fox and Immortals, though, I was there to enjoy myself as well. But I was watching the players indefinitely. And there's a couple shady things that happen. I don't have this recorded exactly what happened. But as you can see in these videos, I'm right beside Phelps. Literally, I could stretch my leg out and poke him in the shoulder with my foot. That's how close I was. Now, I was watching Phelps. He downloaded configs off of like 4shared. You know, he was doing all this stuff. I could see most stuff on his monitor, but I mean, if he double-clicked something and he executed a cheat, I would never have known. I mean, you know, I was watching him for 80% of the time, but I couldn't catch it all. And you know, they're moving so fast, opening up different windows and all that. It's hard to see anything, boys. But boys, the sketchiest thing that happened when the Immortals guys were setting up their stuff, and by the way, all these clips, boys, I'm gonna get into in a sec. All these clips, there's so many. But for most of the time, most of the Immortals guys seem pretty legit to me. Except for Lucas. Lucas did the sketchiest thing to me ever. Now, I don't know if this is because he knew who I was and he doesn't like me. But I'm sitting there. And I must have looked over at Echo Fox. And I'm going to look back at Phelps. And I noticed that Lucas is fucking staring at me out of the corner of his eye like this. With a very angry, fierce look in his eye. Now that's, I know Brazilians, that's kind of just them in a nutshell. But anyways, he's fucking looking at me at the corner of his eye with this look. And he's alt-tabbing at his Counter-Strike, pressing on something, and going back into Counter-Strike. And all the time he's giving me this death stare. Then he's alt-tabbing again, very quickly, doing something really quickly, and then alt-tabbing back in. And he's giving me this fucking death stare. Now, boys, that's why I sent out a tweet saying to watch Lucas. Because it was so fucking sketchy. I was like, why the fuck would you do that, man? Why are you looking at me and alt-tabbing and shit? Is he trying to troll me? If so, it fucking worked. But, just some real sketchy stuff, boys. Anyways, boys, let's get into these clips here. Alright, boys. So, again, I kind of want to stay neutral. I think a lot of the hate that Immortals is getting right off the bat is from a lot of Cloud9 fans that thought they were going to dominate. And I'm really going to try to stay neutral in this because I met all these players and I want to look at this evidence to the best of my ability. Okay, so this first one, boys, we have Phelpsy here. And Phelps is having a little sneaky poo in the corner here, boys. And guys, this one can be explained away pretty easily. But at the same time, if you're using these cheats, you could be using them in certain spots. You know they could be explained away. Here's the conspiracy nut. But seriously, boys, what he's doing is he's watching the angle for where they're going to come out of ladder room. And then he's moving towards the other angle if they peek him from mid. So his crosshair going back and forth. There's a possibility of it locking on once in a while in between those. I mean, I know he does a really smooth shot to Buddy when he comes out of ladder. But in my opinion, this one can be explained away pretty easily. Now, boys, this one is definitely fucking weird. I mean, he's coming at a ramp. He's cutting the pie, as you call it, cutting the pie around the corner. And what does he do? Fucking locks on the guy outside. As we're gonna start going through these clips, boys, as I've noticed watching these, a lot of these ones are bolts, and I couldn't see his computer very well from where I was. And this one, boys, I don't know how to explain away. Doesn't make any sense. This one locks right on him. Okay, boys, so here's another one that could be possibly explained away, but I think this one's a little more shady. And when you start to see all these boys, you wonder what the fuck is going on. I mean, come on. All these clips, you know when I first saw people writing like, oh, Immortals is cheating, I was literally like, yeah, fucking right. Like, when I was sitting in the stands, I was actually like, oh, that kind of looks like game lock. That kind of looks like game lock. But I didn't think anything of it. And then when you start, you realize how many of these there actually were. It's actually insane. Because, I mean, Cloud9 doesn't have these. Echo Fox doesn't have these. None of these other teams have these. So what's going on? Anyways, boys. So this one, he flanks, gets a nice 2K there. He's looking to get the bomb, so he's obviously got to clear that area out. And the reason this could possibly be explained away is because he's got to look through that crack in the door, right? So that could be just where he's looking, but the amount that it locks on is very strange. But in the follow-up couple seconds, I don't know why he wouldn't be keeping his crosshair there. He doesn't seem like he cares too much about it. Could be him hiding it. Who knows? All right, this one, boys. You have him boosted up at the mid box here, and Roka's behind the wall there, and he kind of does this weird ass like kind of follows him through there. Again, this one's weird, boys. I mean, I know you're gonna get some people here saying, "Oh, he's listening for sound." Well, fucking Roka's was walking, so you can't hear fucking anything. Maybe he was thinking about spamming it. Boys, I'm being very, very fucking liberal with my ideas here, as you can tell. But I think this one's very sketchy as well. It's it's the same people here, guys. It's the same people. So, what do you think, boys? This one here, boys, is Henny. He's coming up, and it looks like he's locking on back and forth. But I don't think that's what's going on, boys. I think he was about to get shot at from the right, so he's about to flick right, but then the guy left peeks him, so he flicks real hard. I think this is just a real hard flick, boys, and they are still professionals. Even if they are cheating, they still have good aim. So I don't think this one's anything. This one's of bolts again. And someone put, when I was looking at the Reddit, someone saying that this one was bullshit. Boys, there's no way you can tell this is possibly bullshit. Yes, I do believe a lot of pros use their aim lock to spam people through smoke, 100%. But you notice I don't really post those videos because you can't really prove that shit, right? Especially, I know from using gear that it's a really effective way to do that. It's very effective. And you can even fake it by shooting a bit and then holding your aim key, and it'll slide over and start spraying them like you didn't know, right? It's very easy. But this one here, boys, I'm not going to say anything about it. There's no way that it looks shadier than someone just spamming through smoke normally. This next clip here, boys, is another shady one. Again, just a random lock through the wall. I mean, why are there so many of these? It'd be the perfect time to get information in that spot. There's no other reason to look where he's looking. And this one's very odd. It locks on the guy that's barrels.
The Immortals are posted up in their regular spots, but really trying to work their defense. And now Cloud9 notices that Bolts and company went on another buy, but it's a low one.
Okay, in my opinion, clips like this are very odd to me because I don't know why you would be using an aim key to get information while you're in the middle of a gunfight. To me, an aim key is more used when you're like sneaking around in situations where you don't know enemies are and you want to get information. To me, this is strange that you'd use it in this situation. Nonetheless, there's just so many aim locks in these matches that you start to fucking wonder. So maybe he pressed it by accident. I don't know. But as you can see, he's getting blind. He starts shooting to the smoke, and his crosshair slides down, and it literally locks directly on. I've slowed it down for you guys. It's just so weird. It adds to the suspicion, boys.
He might actually catch him off guard.
It's gonna be Shrouds.
Doesn't know that he passed. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, so this one here that everyone's calling bullshit, Bolts actually does see the tippy top of his head. Now, yes, I understand he's already looking in that direction. Technically, he does see him, so I don't think this clip is that shady, boys.
Nothing. Now spotted at the hump of the lower ramp. Shroud using the ladder, put it down to 16. He's gonna try to come out. The clock is ticking on that bomb, though. He does have a kit, but nothing else. He does.
Now, boys, the big reason why everyone got so upset is because, you know, everyone's Cloud9 fanboys. They lost to Immortals. It's just a lot of these clips. They're not all that sketchy. I agree. There's a lot. And that's why I'm taking this seriously, because there's a lot. That's why it's so weird. But a lot of them could be a coincidence. This one here with Henny, kind of weird, but not that weird. Yes, he does scope onto the enemy to the right.
They don't want Immortals to feel comfortable
close
here
to
at this
him.
choke point whatsoever. 1-on-3. If anyone's gonna do it for Immortals
And then
today,
kinda
it would
locks
be
onto the
Heavy.
guy on the left.
Anyone's
But if you
gonna
notice,
do
he
it for
looks to the right,
Immortals today,
then he checks mid-train as
it
well.
would be
Then he checks there.
Heavy.
So I mean, he's just checking all the spots,
Going
in
for
my
the
opinion.
spam at the flank, so
It's not like you
they're
have
swarming them. They don't want
some of these other cheating
here in
clips
the
where the
jungle
guy is just
whatsoever.
looks into the
1-on-3,
wall
if
right at the
anyone's
enemy
gonna
for
do it
no
Immortals
apparent
today,
reason,
it
and,
would
that,
be
and that's the
Heavy.
end of it. He's checking, methodically going through spots that the enemies could be peeking from. So I don't think I don't think this one's bullshit, but it's pretty funny. I mean, he almost hits Buddy through the wall. And actually, when this happened at LAN, I think I might have yelled vacation. I might have yelled. Alright, boys, this one here, there's a couple weird locks in this one. But in my opinion, I don't know what he's gaining from these locks. I mean, I guess he could have called to his teammates, but I don't see why he would do this. If this were me, and I got those locks, I would have just fucking shot a couple bullets. You know, pulled a fucking flusher, at least. I just don't see why he doesn't really utilize the information. It just doesn't seem like it. And then the guy in the smoke that looks like he locks onto, he doesn't really. The guy's basically pushing out of the smoke. So again, boys, I don't think this one has anything.
With that UMP.
Okay, now this one with this one with bolts here. Oh, this one's a little weird. This one's a little weird. So it looks like he kind of does a slight lock onto the guy train, and then he flicks over into the middle of the excuse me. Then he flicks over into the middle of the bomb site train. Looks like a perfect time to get information, and then he actually peeks that spot. Now this is no Bialy lock. This is no Shocks type of lock, no Crims type of lock, like directly solid state on them. So it could be a mouse movement. I'm definitely not denying any of these clips. Remember, boys, no, I'm not saying 100%. I actually got this off the Vac Sucks Reddit. And I kind of just wanted to go over all these clips. So, boys, I don't know about this one. This one's definitely one of the higher up ones. It would make sense that he would use it here. But again, boys, I'm not too sure. It's not a direct lock.
Whether or not it is a 4-1. So they decided to test out, or they thought maybe Echo Fox, after showing face on that side, on that part of the map, decided to test out, or they thought maybe
Alright, boys, out of all these clips, this one takes the cake for strange value. Okay? Now, in this one, it's not 100% of a lock. But boys, this clip is just so strange. And with all these other clips, this is why this is getting such attention. But I hope I shed some light on this situation, guys. Because if you watch these clips in regular speed without zooming in, they pretty much all look bullshit. But as you can see now that I slowed them down, took a deeper look at it, boys, they're not all too bullshit. That being said, there's a lot of fucking fishy clips, boys. But yeah, this one is just so weird. Like, he doesn't flick onto him, but what's he doing anyway? I don't know. It's weird. He does go and scratch his nose, though, so I don't know. It's probably on the gear, boys. So now, boys, you remember I was telling you about this hat? Did you guys notice anything in that clip just there? Wait a minute, just take a closer look, my child. Take a closer look. Oh my God, it's Dan on the scene. So, boys, I know you want a definitive answer, what I think, and in my opinion, guys, I can't make a decision. A lot of these clips can be a coincidence. And there's a couple of them that are very strange as well. So you can look at it from two sides of the fence, just saying that the ones that are very, very strange are just an extreme coincidence. Or you can look at it and say, well, I mean, these ones look bullshit and they're probably cheats, so these other ones could be cheats as well. Boys, again, without getting vacked or, you know, catching them in some way, you're never going to be 100%. And of course, I'm not 100% here, guys. I would just like to say, this was a great tournament. The finals was awesome. Cloud9 Immortals put on a good show. And honestly, guys, from what I saw, the Immortals guys were pretty cool. And who knows? They could be cheating. I mean, the biggest reason Flusher looks like he's cheating, he seems like a tool, anyways. So, but no, everything was really good here, boys. And I don't have a full 100%. I'm not saying 100% they were cheating. Could be possible. Could definitely be possible. But not 100%, boys. Sorry this video took so long to make, guys. I literally came back from LAN. I've been working a ton. And there's a lot of vids I gotta put out, boys. Hopefully I can get the Sabrosa one out pretty soon. And lots of smaller vids, boys. So again, guys, I appreciate all the support. If you like this video, boys, don't forget to smash up that like button. And you guys have a great day. Take care.